Welcome back to Dave Does Outdoors. Just a wee quick one today. I'd got a new hatchet from Hultafors. Again, made in Sweden, hand forged, really good value tool. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bind, I'm going to put some paracord, just the sort of top 4 inches or so. So when you overstrike, you've got a tendency to miss the log. Not so bad with a small hatchet like this, but if you're working on small pieces, it's really easy to overstrike. And then you can start to kind of sort of weaken the strength of the hickory handle. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paracord. Now I've given it 2 coats of this linseed oil, which really soaks into the wood, weatherproofs it a bit. It's brought up this really lovely colour of wood on the axe handle, so I am looking forward to getting this some use. So I'm only going to give it 2 coats. I gave the other one quite a lot, but 2's probably enough. So without further ado, now I've never done this before, so I'm learning as well, but I thought it would be worthwhile. I had a look on YouTube. It doesn't seem very complicated. You basically create a loop as far down as you're wanting to make the paracord run, and then you just start to bind around like this, quite loose initially, and then as you go around you start to tighten it up. Now some people are like, keep your guard on, I suppose it's good practice, especially with my down jacket. We've created a loop. We're going to go down to about there. Might shrink it a wee bit. Say about there. And then we're just simply wrapping the paracord round now. This might start getting a bit twisted. Yeah. So what I've seen, and then you're sort of starting to sort of tension it a bit, and then I've seen people, rather than twisting your paracord, just turn the axe I'm not sure how, it's quite a big hump on this wood, so I'm not sure if it will start to slide off or what. That's looking quite right at that. And then try to remember what we do. Oh yeah, you cut that, put a wee piece through there, then you pull. basically putting that kind of through the so we've cut the paracord. I'm thinking that might be too loose, don't know. I'm gonna just loosen it and just go around that, tighten it up a little bit round, and then you're putting this through. Doesn't matter what way you put this through. So it goes to the little hoop, and then you're supposed to be able to pull this, which is the other end of the little hoop, and that just kind of pulls this underneath. It should just kind of go under there. You can help it a little bit, it's going to knock it over. So you just kind of, you want it kind of, I don't know, and then you can cut that or burn it, and then you cut this, and some people kind of cut it right off, but if you leave a little bit, maybe tuck it underneath there or here, that way you can and then you don't need to kind of cut it all off to get it off. But again, it wasn't a long bit of paracord. It's not a long axe. It didn't need much more than that. This was the little sheath that I made just out of scrap wood, and yeah, pleased with it. It doesn't, it doesn't really get any easier than that little bit of paracord just to keep it on. But yeah, that should be a nice little hatchet for splitting, really, just splitting. I've got a forest axe by Hultafors, which is a longer one, but I'm not really kind of needing it, but it's there. It's nice to have, so eventually when I'm doing a bit more tree prep and stuff, it's good to have. So, but it's Hultafors, which are almost as old as the other the Swedish brand, which I can't remember, that are really expensive, £100 an axe. It'll come to me, I can't remember. Short but sweet. We'll see once I start to bang it on some wood. We'll see how if it starts to kind of loosen. I think because you're pulling the knot through, it seems to self-tighten. I've left that little piece out there, and I've just tucked in the little top piece of it as well. But yeah, fairly easy. It's not the most grippy. This paracord that I got, it's not the most kind of sort of grippy. There's like three different sort of cores on it, and it's quite slidey. So I don't know. I think you get other paracords that are a bit more kind of grippy with kind of cotton. But for the purposes of getting this kind of wee bit of use, quite pleased. So thank you. A real short little look at how to bind the top of your axe to protect on overstrike. Please feel free to check out any of my other videos, guys. Remember, give it a wee thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you've not already. I'm really keen to try and kind of build the channel up this summer. So we're going to get out and get a wee kind of hot tent at some point this week, hopefully. And yeah, thanks again for joining me. Take care.